been some time. Or perhaps I should say it's nice to meet you. Do you remember? About the village? About us? So, you really have forgotten. I am Zhuhe, a guardian of peace, an adjudicator of life and death. Our role is to eliminate those who would sow chaos. You don't remember even that? And yet, if you are really so intent on defeating Zhangjiao, maybe you are still one of us, with or without your memories. I can see your eyes haven't changed at all. And if you truly have not changed, then you may one day remember who you were. But until that day comes, you must survive. Live to see your task through. I will watch over you until then. The great sage Yangjiao, you wish to stop him, do you not? The Yellow Turbans, who rose up for peace, have now become the very calamity that plagues the people. And this calamity will continue to affect them until it is eliminated. So, I have come with advice. They say that the Yellow Turbans use magic from the heavens, but their magic is nothing but an illusion. They simply burn incense nearby to cause hallucinations. Your eyes alone can see through their trickery. Watch how the wind flows. It is an ability that only you possess. I must go, but we will meet again. Has your old ability come back to you? Your eyes can see things others cannot. That should help you in the fight against the Yellow Turbans. Defeating the enemy is our purpose. Placing yourself on the battlefield may help you regain your memories. To stop the leader of the Yellow Turbans, Zhangjiao, our goals align. Besides, you must survive for the sake of those who did not. Congratulations, Ziluan. You've regained another ability. The Yellow Turban Rebellion shall soon be quelled, following the death of their great sage, Zhangjiao. Listen, this is what you must do. Head west of here. Beyond the plains, hidden within a valley, there lies a small village. He is there, in the place we used to call home. See to the end of the man who sought peace and shook the realm instead. Welcome back. So, you saw to his end in that village. But your memories have not returned, have they? You cannot remember who you are. Ah, so he told you, did he? Once, there was a group of people with honorable intentions. They aided Emperor Gaozu and assisted with the founding of the Han. It is said that they excelled in combat, that they could read the winds and manipulate incense. They were the guardians of peace. Those who upheld tranquility from within the shadows of history. You used to be one of them. So, you must have seen it. As the long-reigning kingdom weakened, and the land descended into a state of tumult, our village also changed. Should we continue to support the Han, or should we help bring about a new age? Clashes over decisions, with no correct answers. And in the end, many lives were lost, in battles that were never recorded. But you survived. You are the last of our wings, carrying the weight of those we lost. The great sage Zhangjiao knew who you were and entrusted you with his dreams. You must continue to soar and find the hero who will save the realm. Even if your wings grow heavy as they become coated in blood, you must not fall. For you cannot find a true hero from the ground. Ziluan, a sacred bird who soars through azure skies. We will meet again, when you need me once more.
Lose your way, and you shall be punished by a guardian of peace. And now, here you are.
Guardian of peace. I am glad. Congratulations, Ziluan. Now you too have become a guardian of peace. When you first arrived in this village, I didn't know what would happen. But I am glad to see how you have grown. That should be the last of them. I'm glad I made it in time. Meet again, when you needed me. Well, that, and Dongzhuo. If you plan to kill him, then our goals are aligned. My duty is to eliminate anyone who threatens the peace. You remember. That's good to hear. Some time ago, I asked you to find a hero who could save the land. I wonder, could that man be that hero? I see. But remember, whether or not he's the hero we seek, you must stay alive. And I will make certain that you do. Ziluan, understood? Is there something on your mind, Ziluan? I haven't seen you since the incident with Dongzhuo. I'm glad you're doing well. Have you found the hero, then? Someone who can bring us all peace. I see. Among the likes of Cao Cao, Sun Jian, and Liu Bei, is there anyone worthy of being called a true hero? In time, they are certain to clash with one another. When that happens, with whom will you side? Your decision will set the course of our future. And those who take the wrong path, just as Zheng Zhao and Dong Zhuo did, must be eliminated. So, choose wisely. The next time we meet, I want you to show me the choice you've made. You've gotten stronger, Ziluan. Strong enough to be out there as a guardian. But can you parry this? Sorry. I guess it was a little too early for that. But you really are getting better. Keep it up, and you'll get there soon enough.
Zhuhe, why don't you take some time to train him in earnest? At this rate, you will only ever trail after Zhuhe. Rote repetition will eventually spoil your natural talent.
Let me clarify what Bailuan is saying. He means that you're gifted, so you shouldn't give up.
You're impertinent. If you know he has talent, why aren't you training him more? He needs a serious teacher.
Well, Bailuan, if anyone is being impertinent, it would be you, because I am serious. Ziluan was born outside the village, and yet he's able to use the abilities that we are trained for from birth. His eyes have abilities that ours do not. And that's why I'm preparing by having him face a powerful opponent. Me. After all, practice is the key to success. Ziluan, if you can master the abilities your eyes possess, you'll be able to not only match me, but defeat me. Exciting, right?
You sound as if you're hoping to be defeated. That is not exactly something I wish to hear from my bodyguard. I expect diligent efforts from you, Zhuhe. All for the sake of peace in this realm.
Look at you, acting more and more like a village chief. We won't let you down, Bailuan. Right, Ziluan?
As long as you understand. Zhuhe, Ziluan, keep training. When I take my position as chief, you are the ones I will rely on.
Get out of the way, Ziluan. Listen to us. It has to be done for the sake of the village.
What is this? What's going on?
Bailuan. And you're here too, Zhuhe.
Does the village chief know what you're trying to do?
He does. The child they brought here is related to those rebels, the ones being hunted down by the Han. If the Han find out we're harboring the blood of traitors, we'll be considered traitors too. But Ziluan...
Ziluan. Please, just hear him out. That child...
No, stay as you are, Ziluan. Have you all forgotten our duty? We are bound to bring peace to the realm, to protect it. We are not here to serve the Han, least of all when it would require handing over an innocent child to be put to the sword.
We know that. But if we don't give them this child, every man and woman in this village will suffer the same fate.
So instead of doing what's right, you'd rather live in a world where the Han can kill anyone who disobeys them? Listen to me, all of you. There was once a hermit who helped Emperor Gaozu found the Han Dynasty. That hermit was our forefather, the original Guardian of Peace. His goal was to find those who possessed the right qualities and teach them how to preserve peace in the realm. It was never to submit to the whims of a dying kingdom, to slaughter the weak and those deemed enemies by virtue of their birth. The Han is in its death throes. It cannot be saved, not by us nor anyone. Now is the time to stand up against it, to fulfill our true duty as guardians of peace. We must find the hero of this age and bring peace back to this land. Come, let us talk to the chief. Together, we can decide what should be done. Ziluan, you did well to stand up against them. It took some convincing, but the chief finally agreed that our decision was the correct one. We saved the child's life, but now comes the hard part. We must fool the Han and convince them the child does not exist. If he were to be found here, the village would be in great danger. And of course you know that not everyone was happy with what you did. But listen, Ziluan. This was not a mistake. I have been preparing for this moment. It simply arrived sooner than I had expected. It is time to begin our mission. We must find the hero of the age, a man to whom we can pledge our support. Zhuhe, Ziluan, will you lend me your strength and become my wings?
You didn't need to call us here for that. I've already decided. The three of us are going to make our dream of peace come true.
I believe it. With the strongest warriors in the village at my side, I know we can succeed. But promise me, both of you. Once you have found the hero of the age, you must tell me. Then together, we will give him our support and build a new world of peace.
Ziluan. Thank you. I was frozen, unsure what to do. It seems I was more constrained by the village and its regulations than I had thought. This is the true face of the village's strongest warrior, who has reaped the ambitions of so many. How weak I am compared to you. Surprised? You didn't expect me to admit to any weaknesses, I bet. But I feel like I can tell you now, because I know I can trust you. Your ancestors lived outside both the rules of the village and the reign of the Han. I've been told they were a proud people. The truth is, there was never any reason to tie yourself to the village. You always had the means to leave. You have the freedom to fly far, far away from this place, wherever your destiny might lead you. I want to go on that journey with you, and Bailuan too. Into a world of peace, where we can all soar free.
Bailuan, we've confirmed that the invaders are government forces. They already have the village completely surrounded.
How? What happened to our scouts? And even if they have somehow discovered the child's existence, how did they mobilize so quickly?
An informant. Perhaps someone who disagreed with the position you took.
You mean a traitor in the village? Someone rebelling against my decision?
You all need to run. I'll buy us some time.
Zhuhe, you can't...
Please, Bailuan. Look after Ziluan. He was never just a stray we took in. He's so much more precious than that. Now listen. I am the strongest fighter in this village, and you two will only get in my way. Do not try to follow me. You have to live, Zilwan. Live, and create the world we dreamed of.
Zhuhe, wait! Foolish girl! Zilwan, after her! I cannot fly with only one of my wings. We have to save her!
So you remember, we fought the government forces that came to purge our village, and were cut down. And now, you know, I am but a fragment of your memory, a mirage from your past, born of your deep, painful regret over having survived that day. I think this will probably be the last time you'll see me. You do not need me anymore. Because now, you remember it all. The dreams we shared, the path we chose, the hopes that I passed on to you. I made my own choices, my own decisions. I lived my life without regrets. Feeling guilty for our deaths only cheapens our resolve. So please, do not blame yourself anymore. From this point on, do not let your desire to atone for your past shape your future. Instead, be guided by your will to see your choices through. Now, go forth. You do not need to look back at us anymore. And thank you. Zilwan, take care of Bailuan for us.
Father!
You gave it your all, but you couldn't run forever.
Anything valuable you have, we'll be taking.
Oh, hey, you! So beautiful. Hey, over here. Cut that out. Focus on the job at hand. First, the old man. Take this!
Wait! Yes, that's it. Damn it. Don't make this any harder. You bastard!
We haven't introduced ourselves, have we? I am Wang Yun. This is my daughter, Diaochan. You have my thanks, Zluan. Ah, so it really is you. I heard the name mentioned while the yellow turbans were still running amok. Black clothes with a crimson sash. You looked the part, so I went with my gut.
So you were the one that turned the tide during the rebellion. That explains your impressive skills on the battlefield. I still have much to learn, I assure you.
I may not look it, but I served as the governor of Yue province during the Yellow Turban Rebellion. But amidst the chaos, the attendants with connections to the Yellow Turbans managed to soil my name enough for me to be deposed. The attendants are mere servants, yet their influence was enough to rob me of my position in such a humiliating way. The shame is unbearable. I've been traveling the land ever since, searching for a way to put a stop to the attendants' corruption, and for men of character to help me do so.
My father has lost his position as governor. Together, we are but a man and his daughter with little power between us. That's why we need someone we can rely on.
At this very moment, the attendants are scheming to bring even the Imperial Seal into their despotic grasp. If nothing is done to stop them, the world will once again fall into chaos. Zluan, I must ask you for one thing. If you have not yet chosen a lord to serve, could you travel with me as my guest for a time? The attackers from before aren't the only ones after our heads. The attendants have sent assassins as well. I don't believe that they can defeat Diaochan, but the burden is too much for her to bear alone. You will? Then you have my thanks. Once again, we are in your debt. We will reward you accordingly in due time. Very well, then. You can start by escorting us back to the inn. I will tell you more about our plans later.
I am so grateful that you have agreed to help my father. Our fates are now bound together. If you have any worries or misgivings about what lies ahead, let's talk them over now. He took me in as his daughter, but I am also his student and a loyal servant. My father is trying to root out the corruption that the attendants have inflicted on the world. I am merely the sword that clears the path to his goal. If you wish to know the whole truth, perhaps I should first tell you how my life began. I was born in a small mountain village. It was decided that I would become a spy, so I underwent training. But one day, a large fire broke out in the village. That was when I met Wang Yun. I had nowhere to go, but he took my hand and led the way. He trained me to be the weapon that would rid the world of corruption. When my father first met you, he saw something in you. The way you walk, the way you fight, he could tell that you were different from the others. He saw it in me, too. It seems your memories have escaped you. Then, please forget I even asked. I am sure you have your reasons for forgetting.
Did you hear? Word is that the Emperor has passed away. Is it really true? Then who will rule the land now?
His Majesty is... We should go to my father. He might be able to tell us what's going on.
I see. So the news has already made its way through the city. I've just received word from Lord He in the capital. It seems that the rumors of the Emperor's death are in fact true.
The world is still in disarray. The death of the Emperor will only make things worse.
Lord He's letter also included an invitation for me to join him in the capital. I suspect that he may take this opportunity to eliminate all of the attendants in the capital at once. Yes, it is none other than Lord He, Grand General and elder brother of the Empress. As such, he is essentially the head of the consort clan.
He wants to rid the world of the attendants as much as we do. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, as they say.
But if the Grand General has already taken action, then the attendants will be making moves of their own. In any case, I must hurry to Luoyang at once. Diaochan, I will need your protection.
Yes, Father.
Lord Wang Yun, I am glad to...
I am very grateful. We expected assassins, but the bandits were a surprise indeed.
I've also been ordered by Lord He to welcome you to the capital. A banquet has been prepared to thank you for coming all this way. We insist that you rest in the city tonight.
A dinner invitation from Grand General He himself. I am sure it will be a grand feast. However, I think I'll pass on this occasion.
Why is that?
We came in such a hurry, all the way from Western Liang. I would not disgrace such a fine gathering by showing up as filthy as we are.
Is that so?
We've set up camp outside the capital. We'll rest our feet there.
So, that's Dong Zhou.
He's a brazen and cunning man with the manners of a beast. Judging by his reluctance to enter the capital, that snout of his must have caught the scent of danger. What did Lord He have in mind when he chose to bring him here?
For now, we can only trust his judgment. The attendant stronghold is very heavily guarded. It might take the power of a beast to break through its defenses.
The power of a beast. You should rest for tonight, Lord Wang Yun. We will discuss the future with Grand General He later.
It's getting hard to keep up with everything that's happened. At least for tonight. Please get some rest. Or shall I keep you company until you go to sleep? There isn't much about me that you don't already know. What I can say is that I am more than capable of defending myself. Please, don't trouble yourself worrying about me. The central group of eunuchs that pull the strings here in the capital are called the 10 Attendants. Lord He has summoned the lords of the land to Luoyang to eliminate the 10 Attendants and restore order in the imperial court. But to me, all those gathered here in the capital look more like birds of prey than helping hands. I hope this isn't the spark that ignites another war.
After the Emperor passed away, a new one ascended the throne almost immediately. I've also heard that the Imperial Seal, which is traditionally passed down the Imperial family line, made it safely into the hands of the new Emperor. But it's probably the attendants in the palace that actually wield the power that the seal represents. Rest well. Tomorrow, I will accompany my father to meet with Lord Huajin. The capital has descended into a dangerous den of vice. Keep your guard up, and be prepared for the worst. Thank you. It's good to know that you care. Good night, and sweet dreams.
Ziluan, I've returned. The number of wounded and sick grows each day. The majority of local doctors must have already fled. Don't say such things. If you are to remain in Luoyang, then I will too. Besides, I still haven't cured you yet. But, Ziluan, this is my advice as a man of medicine. Lord Wang Yun may have ordered you here, but I think we should leave Luoyang. To stay is to invite death itself. Luoyang has become a battlefield. One wrong word could mean the end for you.
Excuse me. I wish to speak with you about my father, but I see that I am interrupting.
Ah, I see. I have some other matters to attend to anyway. Please, take your time.
Thank you. As I said, I would like to talk to you about my father. He seems to be very troubled about the recent events in Luoyang. Lord Dongzhou's men have rampaged through the city, and I hear he has been equally disruptive in the Imperial Court. I am certain my father feels responsible for this. In order to deal with the 10 attendants, he unleashed an even greater threat. He blames himself for that. What can I do? How do I convince him that it is not his fault? You really are as kind as you are strong. Even as the city descends into chaos, I see in your eyes the glimmer of hope. I didn't know it at the time, but I think I came here hoping to hear those exact words. I shall leave you be now. Just the person I wanted to see. I have a very big favor to ask of you. Will you help me? Yes. I need you to do something for me. I've never asked anyone to do something like this before. It's making me a little nervous. The truth is, my father came to me and said that I should take a little walk around town. But I've never really just walked the streets before without a destination. So I have no idea where to go or what to do. It would mean so much to me if you could walk with me here in town. Just for today. I can't thank you enough. All right, let's get going, shall we? Thank you so much for coming with me today. Is it just my imagination, or are you new to this kind of thing as well? I had a feeling we were both a little lost out there. But I think that may have ended up being what made our time together so much fun. As long as I have this memory, I'll be able to go on fighting forever, no matter what hardship might come my way. I would like to be able to go for another walk with you sometime. I hope with all my heart that such a day will come.
We've just received an urgent message. It seems Dong Zhuhe has deposed His Majesty the Emperor and forced Prince Liu Xie of Chunliu to ascend the throne. They say that all those who stood against him have either been banished from the capital or killed outright.
No.
Dong Zhuo's arrogance has grown so strong that he has taken the Emperor's chambers as his own. The brutality of his soldiers knows no bounds. The people of Luoyang now live in constant fear. Even His Majesty himself can find no solace. I must kill Dong Zhuo. And I'm going to need your help.
I've been waiting so long to hear you say those words. Father, leave the hunting of the beast to me. I will see this through to the end, even if it's the last thing I do. It's the only thing I could possibly do to repay you after all you've done for me. But you have forgotten your past, and now walk a new path of your own. I am obligated to do this, but you are not. You can walk away.
I am sorry, but you're our only hope. Eliminate Dong Zhuhe and bring peace to our world.
Lord Cao Cao, thank you for waiting.
Where's Lord Wang Yun?
He is not in right now, but he should be here shortly.
Then, I'll wait here for him. I was the one who suggested Dong Zhuo's assassination to Lord Wang Yun. I had been waiting for an opportunity to arise for some time, and as luck would have it, I was summoned to Luoyang. I hear that Lord Wang Yun lent you his prized sword. Yes, a very beautiful sword indeed.
And you may use it as you wish, Lord Cao Cao.
Dong Zhuo must be killed. When Lord He Jin called for the lords to gather in Luoyang, it was I who failed to advise him against such actions. That is why I will risk everything for this task. Should the worst happen, you are to think of your own lives, not mine.
Lord Cao Cao, there is no need to worry about me. For this plan to succeed, we shall have to risk everything.
I, Cao Cao, come humbly before you.
I have but one question. Are you loyal to the Han? Or to Dong Zhuo?
You are very forthright. I feel many men have lost their heads for answering wrongly.
Answer already.
I shall make you an offer instead.
Oh. And this is?
Diaochan is my name.
You understand me well, Cao Cao. I'm inclined to accept. Such devastating beauty. And it seems that's not your only weapon.
Struggle!
I'm glad, Cao Cao. I like your answer.
Zhuhe! Lord Cao Cao! Run! I have been looking for you. I'm glad we were able to meet like this. I would be sad if I couldn't say goodbye. Yes. I don't think we shall meet again. Dongzhuo will fall before the coalition forces have regrouped. I have made sure of that. I went to Chang'an with Dongzhuo, and I saw the destruction. That is when I knew. To kill a beast that has bested all men, I need to unleash an even bigger beast. I will use myself as bait to pit Luibu against Dongzhuo. No matter what happens, I cannot allow this strategy to fail. But still, I am not afraid. Do you remember what I said? I am strong, as long as I remember our time together. Farewell. Continue on your own path. For me. Lord Luibu.
I'll make your dream a reality.
What? It's you, Wang Yun. I don't remember summoning the likes of you. If you want to get on my good side, tame that shrew of a girl and send her my way. What do you think you're... I see.
this a dream? The one I've wanted to see for so long is right here, in front of me. Still, the reality of this hits me harder than I ever could have imagined. You shouldn't even be here. But I'm glad you are. I really wanted to see you. Honest? It's really you? If so, I fear I have no right to show my face to you. I just received Father's letter as well. It would seem he arranged for agents to deliver them to us from the shadows when the time was right. Even so, he gave no exact date. Just that we should meet beneath flowers in full bloom. As you are now, you walk in the light. Someone like me is in no position to associate with you. That is why I decided not to interact with you. Yet, I have ended up meeting you here in the dead of night. Could you find it in your heart to forgive me? Despite my shame? In the light of these stars, I fear I am tempted to lay bare my most intimate of thoughts. It would seem the time has come to explain why I disappeared. After he defeated Dongjul, Father fell to the blade of an assassin hired by Li Shui's faction. Although he said I was just a tool for him, I lost the man who loved me like a real daughter. So too did I lose the need to dance in the darkness for Father's ambitions. I could have taken up with Li Bu, but that was not an option. For you see, there was no room in my heart for anyone but you. My life of deceit had tainted me completely. Were I by your side, the corruption would have spread to you as well. Your existence is much like this starlight, gently illuminating me in the darkness. A fleeting light that vanishes come daybreak. I shall etch that radiance into my heart, and no matter how hard life becomes, I shall wait for the next morning to come. You exist in a place beyond my reach. Really? Are you sure? To be completely honest, I have yet to sort out my feelings. Still, I can say this much. If the day comes where we can meet beneath flowers in full bloom once again, I suspect I may be a bit more receptive to your invitation. Until that day comes, be well, my beloved.
I knew you would come. Just as I wrote in my letter, I want you to help us take care of some bandits. Our lord has been appointed governor of Shangxiang. This is one of his responsibilities. We're more than ready to do whatever needs to be done, but having you with us really tips the scales in our favor.
Huang Gai, I have something I want to ask you. Oh, and you are? Do you two know each other?
This is the warrior who had all of our backs during the battle with the Yellow Turbans. He's here now to lend us a hand in his campaign.
Is that so? I am Sun Shangxiang, daughter of Sun Jian. Pleasure to meet you. I'm here to fight, of course. I come from a long line of great warriors. How could I be a proud member of the Sun clan if I needed protection?
That may be the case, but guarding your own life is one of the duties of a warrior princess. By the way, princess, where is Lord Changpu? He was with you, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no. I left him alone back there. He might be scouring the camp for me now. I should get going. I'll see you at the next war council.
Evading Lord Chengpu is no mean feat. The princess is an incredibly skilled warrior, but the battlefield is an unpredictable place. I want you looking after her too, just in case. Well, that just about does it for now. We managed to pull through with very few losses, either due to everyone's hard work or the bravery of our lord and the princess. One thing's for sure, chasing after you scared me half to death.
Sorry for making you worry. I'll try to become strong enough that you'll be able to follow me without fear.
All I ask is that you don't get carried away. Lord Chengpu and I aren't exactly spring chickens, you know. Now that we've dealt with their leader, the bandits of Jing won't be causing any trouble for a while. The people will be able to return to their normal lives as well. How lucky they all are to have such a wonderful governor like our lord.
Huanggai?
You and his lordship are incredibly brave, but I suppose that must be said of all the Sun. It's quite a challenge just keeping up. We couldn't have done it without you either. We should fight together again someday.
I have a lot to thank you for. You're quite the force out on the battlefield. Aren't you ever afraid out there? Right. Of course not. I wish I'd had that same mentality from the start. I've always approached battles seriously. And yet, I'm still finding it difficult to keep my composure. Because every weapon brandished by the enemy, every single arrow, is aiming to take my life. Sometimes that awareness causes my body to just seize up. One time when that happened, I saw you fighting. You were so calm, and that resolve made its way to me. So I made every effort to do just as you did. I didn't take my eyes off of you, even for a moment. And then, my body began to move freely, like during training. It was thanks to you that I was able to continue the fight. I'm sorry about that. Though it is nice to hear that you were thinking about me. I felt the desire to be like my father. To be the pride of my family. To inspire everyone. But I lost sight of what I needed to do. I'm embarrassed now that I see what a burden I've been for everyone. In that battle, I realized just how much work I have yet to do. I must strengthen myself and overcome my fears so that I may charge into the next battle with dignity. I'll soon quell your doubts. Next time we share a battlefield, I'll put on a performance you won't be able to look away from. Look forward to it. Why, hello. What brings you here? Huanggai. I must thank him someday. He looks after us even when we are apart.
I don't like to complain, but it's been lonely stuck out here on our own. We're expecting our brother back fairly soon. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you.
Heavens forgive me, but dealing with Yuan Shu is almost intolerable.
Well, well. You're back.
That I am. Oh,
I wasn't expecting to see you here. It's been a while. Thank you for coming. I suppose it was Huang Gai that convinced you? Either way, it's good that you're here. We could do with your help in the next battle.
Brother, do you have new orders from Yuan Shu?
Yes. He wants us to attack Shu next, beginning with Liu Bei and Xiao Pei.
But we have no reason to make war with Shu. That said, I suppose you couldn't refuse.
I'm afraid not. I said we'd do it, but I secured a promise in return.
A promise?
If we win this battle for him, he says he'll make sure Huang Gai and Zhou Yu, along with everyone else who fought alongside Father, are brought back to us.
Everyone? Really?
Yes. He gave his word. I know none of us want to do this, and I'm sorry. But this time, we'll be fighting for ourselves.
Brother, we're ready to move out.
Let's hurry back to Shouchun. You need to give Yuan Shu news of our victory.
Yes, you're right. Xuan, Shangxiang, forgive me. You've been forced to fight in this campaign at my behest.
Brother.
No, brother. It's all right. You shouldn't blame yourself. We are a family, and we're in this together. Besides, we always go into battle with firm resolve.
Right. Our minds are made up. We must reunite with our comrades, no matter who we have to fight.
Thanks, you two. It saddens me that we've all been split up, but having the two of you with me gives me courage. I'm sorry, but can you go on ahead? I'll come along soon, I promise. Be prepared to ally with beasts and overcome all obstacles. Father, I'm doing the right thing, aren't I?
Did you hear about our next move? It seems we're going to Lujiang. I don't have anything against Lord Liu Kang, but do we have a choice? Of course one can't know for sure, but if we don't accept the situation, we won't be able to fulfill our duties. We once had a naive belief that our struggle was a righteous one. After my father died, we all considered it a great honor to follow in his footsteps and guard the Imperial Seal. But now we have Yuan Shu ordering us around like dogs. I'm starting to wonder if it's really worth it. Well, it is something my father fought hard to protect. I realize we can't just let it go so easily. You know, I didn't come here to complain about my problems, but something about you just makes me want to talk. It's a good thing, though. I feel a little better now. You're the only one I can turn to for things like this. Thanks for being there for me.
Hey, Shangxiang. Zhuhe seems a little different these days, don't you think?
Yes, it's like he's found his sense of purpose. You can see it in his face. I know a lot has been going on recently, but I wonder if something happened.
Maybe. Either way, nothing would make me happier than knowing he has decided on his plan for the future.
Right, agreed. Seeing him like that brings back such good memories. I can't help but remember those times back in Changsha.
Yes. The father was still around then, along with Zhou Yu, Huang Gai, and the others. I want to return to times like that again as soon as possible. Let's do whatever we can to make that happen.
been thinking about you constantly, so I was a little flustered to actually see you. Do you have a moment now? There's something I'd like to ask you. Well, perhaps it's a bit late to ask now, but there's something I'd really like to know. Why? Why did you fight alongside us? Sorry for worrying you. If you hadn't come, I'm really not sure what would have happened. I'm truly glad that you came with me. I was really struggling while serving Yueying. If you hadn't helped me get past my anxieties and indecision, I'm sure I would have lost sight of what I needed to do. But I think sticking it out through that period allowed me to become a little stronger day by day. And I don't intend to leave the battlefield behind. I'm going to show everyone they can rely on me to take them forward. Just like you did for me back then, in that battle. Thank you. I won't let your support go to waste. And moving forward, I'm sure there will be many times when I fail or feel discouraged. So I would appreciate having your guidance for a little longer. You are someone No, forget it for now. I know I can count on you. Working hard, I see, Huanggai.
Why? This is nothing. If we are to continue our rise, it's going to take all the effort we can muster.
I'm grateful, but are you sure you're not overdoing it? I've heard you've been extremely busy.
Overdoing it?
The princess is right, you know.
They say being busy is a privilege to be had. But it's never good to go overboard. Besides, you're getting more attention than I am.
Actually, I've been trying my best to be inconspicuous. There is no need for you two to concern yourselves. I am merely doing what is required of me. And you as well, Princess. I am tough enough to endure this.
Well, if you say so. But we won't be able to succeed without you. Just keep that in mind, okay?
I assure you, I won't forget it. Thank you, Princess.
So, you never cease to amaze me. You smashed straight through the enemy line and sent their soldiers scattering. It felt as if I'd be left in the dust if I took my eyes off you for a moment.
It was a bold move, brother. To lead your men from the front line like that. I hope I may someday have the courage to do the same.
My lord, I wouldn't advise that.
Me neither. Don't just imitate what I do, Chuen. You have your own strengths and talents. Charging ahead like an enraged bull is just in my nature, though I suppose I may have inherited it from my father. But without you and Zhuhe to hold up the flanks and consolidate our gains, my mad assaults would be as useful as charging the sea.
Sun Ce.
What's with that look? I'm just following your advice and trying a little self-reflection.
But, sir, you didn't mention me. What do I bring to the table?
Well, that's easy. You're just as crazy as me and the old man. Next battle, let's smash through the enemy lines together.
Thanks for that.
This family. But come now. Your kingdom is growing stronger by the day, which is why you must move to solidify your position. I've been hearing some disturbing rumors from the north. A new storm may soon be upon us, and we do well to prepare for its coming.
So once we've quashed this rebellion, Zhuhe should take a rest from his labors and leave the work to his faithful siblings, right? There are no enemy lines to smash at the moment. A perfect time for you to rest and recuperate, Zhuhe, until your particular talents are needed again.
All right, all right. You know what? I think I'll visit Father's grave. A lot has been going on, and he'll want to hear the news.
Everyone is uneasy after what happened to my brother. It's times like these that I need to hold my head up high. I know very well that neither he nor Father would ever give up and lose heart. Thank you. It really is heartening to hear you say that. Both my father and Zhuhe would valiantly lead our forces into battle to claim victory with their own hands, surviving the world at its worst. That is what brought our people under their command. Simply being born into the Sun clan is not enough to earn their respect. The leader of the Sun clan must prove their strength. And right now, our leader, my brother Chuen, is struggling. This means that I will have to lead our troops into battle in his place. In times of trouble, family is the one thing we can always rely on. I'm really going to have to be at my best.
But I devised this plan personally, after much consideration.
And I will be leading our troops into battle myself. I am a lady of the House of Sun. I will not be accused of inaction in the face of danger. My brother will be watching over us all as our commander. His role will be to keep a close eye on our situation in battle.
No amount of explaining will put everyone's mind at ease. I am who I am. I will never replace my father or my brother in the way you all expect. So, I will have to prove my strength with my own actions and achievements. I want you to trust me just this once. I swear that I will lead you to victory in this battle.
Well then, let us see what you can do.
I see you've been working hard. Thank you for coming. There's something I'd like to talk with you about. Sorry to worry you. I was thinking back on that battle in Lujiang. Up until then, I really thought I had been doing my best, but it was during that battle that I began truly pushing myself. I wanted to prove to you that you can rely on me. If you say so, I believe you. From now on, I'm going to make sure no one needs to worry about me. As the daughter of a military family, I have a duty to make it out of battle alive. For my life is not strictly just my own. Should I die, so many would grieve. My brother, our generals, the soldiers? I'll keep that in mind as I fight. By showing my own resolve, I believe I can inspire my comrades. My father and brother did the same as they fought through all those battles. I'm starting to feel, at last, that I'm a worthy member of our military family. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to shoulder the responsibility. Continuing to fight is something that requires immense courage. And besides, the real fight is still before us. So, what I really want to say is... would you remain by my side? I want you to share your courage with me. The courage that allows you to stay strong and keep fighting, no matter what. Thanks. I'm finally past the point of simply trying to catch up to you. As long as you're there, I can stand tall without hesitation. I can shine out there on the battlefield. So,
keep an eye on me out there, okay? Don't look away.
Thank you for your time today, Lord Pangtong.
Let me think about what you said. Now, I'll be on my way. Oh. Have you some spare time? I'd appreciate your company. This is a bit sudden, but I'm wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Who is this, if I may? Do excuse me. I am Yueying, hailing from Mianan. I am studying away from home, aiming to broaden my horizons. I came to visit here because, well...
Destroying weapons is something of a specialty of yours, right? This lady here enjoys inventing tools that better people's lives, so she wants to know how things work. Creation and destruction are but two sides of the same coin, aren't they? And I can already see that you two would get along. So, Lady Yueying, that solves your problem. And as I don't want to intrude, I'll be off.
And there he goes. Well, I know this is sudden and I do not wish to be a bother, but may we chat for a bit? My goal is to invent things that will make everyone's lives easier and more bountiful. But there was only so much I could achieve back home, completely lacking any form of support. So I made up my mind to set out on a journey in the hope of gaining more knowledge and seeing the latest inventions. And I thought, what better place to encounter interesting people than the renowned Yueying retreat? And here, I found you. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad to hear a positive reaction for once. But do you not consider my goal foolish? Many have been suspicious of my motives, or doubted that the knowledge I seek will lead to anything. Yes, you're right. I have no time to question myself. I want to use this opportunity to bring smiles to people's faces with my inventions. Oh, I think I'm turning red. I never thought I'd speak so openly to someone I just met. Even if this was a coincidence, it's the result of my own courage. And I'm thankful for meeting people I never would have otherwise. Would you like to come to the inn where I'm staying? I would love to show you my prototypes and hear your opinion. And please be completely honest. I'll accept anything you have to say. After all, you're the first person who has truly taken me seriously. Well then, are you ready to go? I see. So that weapon's power comes from there. An interesting insight indeed. Thank you once again for your wisdom. Could we speak for a little while longer? There is something I wanted to talk about with an experienced warrior like you. Thank you. Your kindness is much appreciated. Earlier, I mentioned that I want to create things that will make people's lives easier. Where I'm from, there is a chronic shortage of laborers due to the war. So, I designed and created a wooden doll that can perform tasks for people. I was young then, so it was quite rudimentary. It could only make a dough-pounding motion. At first, there were people who were happy to see it, saying it helped with their daily cooking. But then one day, officials came unannounced and tore the doll to pieces. It turns out the magistrate's office had received complaints that the doll moved using some suspicious device. When the officials were getting ready to leave with the doll parts, they said this: "If you're going to build such a thing, you ought to make it able to wield a weapon and fight." I was shocked. I couldn't fathom that there were people who didn't like what I had made, and those who wished to repurpose it for warfare. Well, those who fight wars always demand the most advanced inventions available. In the end, apparently my doll was rebuilt and deployed as a weapon. I only found out because someone came to me to complain that it was useless in battle. Although I was glad to hear that, it made me realize my inventions could be used to hurt someone. But then again, I think responsibility lies not with the invention itself, but with those who misuse it. That's why I have come to the decision to study weaponry, so that I can continue working on my inventions. Instead of dismissing research into weapons as a waste, I'll try to learn everything I can in order to create a better future. Thank you. I will not give up, as long as you're there for me. Perhaps I can help those living through these dark times, like the guiding light of the moon. That may have been overdramatic, but I may as well be direct. Could we stay here a little while longer? I don't want to go back just yet. Really? It's exciting to think that we might see the sunrise together. In fact, I wish to stay with you all the time, so I think I'll build a life-size doll of you. Tonight, I'm going to take all of your measurements. I'll be as accurate and as thorough as possible. Thank you very much for such an interesting discussion today. I see it's already quite late. Time seems to pass so quickly whenever I'm with you. Oh, I'm feeling fine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sigh like that. Recently, it feels like the ideas for my dream invention are coming together. But it's just... my time for studying is almost up. It's been decided by my father that I must return to Mianin soon. Meeting you, discussing my inventions, spending all those nights together. Every one of those days was dear to me. And after I have returned home, I will not falter, even if I'm back to working on my inventions alone. Because I know that you understand me. You taught me about so many things that I never knew existed. Not just weapons, but also feelings. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be saying this out loud. Actually, once I return home, I was thinking about channeling these emotions to start my work on that thing we talked about. Yes, I did try some smaller prototypes, but this'll be my first attempt at a life-sized one. Even if we are far apart, with this feeling of adoration, I know I can recreate you flawlessly. And when we meet again, I promise to show you the greatest replica of yourself that you've ever seen. Please do. You are someone I hold dear. And no matter what future may await us, I know that I will never find another like you. Until we meet again. Farewell. It's you! How long has it been? Yes, it has. You look well. We studied weaponry together, remember? I'm Yueying of Mainland. I heard you had become a vassal of Lord Liu Bei, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to come see you again. The fact is, I recently entered Lord Liu Bei's service myself, which makes us allies and comrades. You see...
Lord Zhuge wishes to speak with you. He wants to talk to you about plans for the next battle. We have sent out scouts, but so far there have been no reports of any approaching armies. That's all I was ordered to tell you. Please, come with me to the castle.
Lord Zhuge. Come on. Let's go.
In the next battle, we expect the enemy to attack with a large force, which means we will need to defeat them with wits.
Whoa, hold on, slow down there. What's this next battle? Who's going to be attacking? And when?
Forgive me. I left out some key information. Cao Cao's forces will soon march against us.
But we routed Cao Cao's army some time ago, and we haven't seen any sign of attack from them since. What makes you think they're coming now?
Jing is a key territory for any conqueror. And because Lord Liu Bei stands in direct opposition to Cao Cao's ideals, he is his natural enemy. Being fought off once will not be enough to break their spirit. They will come again for the kill, so long as the opportunity remains. Taking into account their losses in the last battle, I believe they should be more or less ready to make their move.
Are you sure? That would be remarkably persistent of them.
I doubt they'll give up. Not until you kneel before Cao Cao. They've eliminated the remnants of Yuan Shao's forces, and the situation in Hubei has stabilized. There is little reason for them to hold back.
So Lord Zhuge, how might we defeat Cao Cao's forces?
We establish a position at Boangpo to defend against the enemy. It is complex terrain with natural obstacles, perfect for fire traps and ambushes to confuse their advance.
But their army will be closing in mass. It is hard to believe a trick or two would put a stop to that.
Well, I'm interested. Let's see how far our master strategist can turn things around for us. By the way, I was wondering about something. Who are you?
Forgive me for the lack of introductions. This is my wife, Yueying.
What?
It is a pleasure to meet you. I will be serving Lord Liu Bei alongside my husband. Although inventing things is my main interest, I'm also a capable fighter. My role will be to make sure his plans go smoothly on the battlefield.
Whoa, wait. Did you both know about this?
Yes, we did. Come to think of it, maybe you weren't there when we heard.
The pleasure is ours, Lady Yueying.
Zhao Yun, you're okay with this? Hey, I know you've got something to say about all this, don't you? You don't?
I will do whatever I can to assist my husband and everyone here.
We appreciate it. I, for one, am glad to have another ally we can depend upon.
Quite the selection, wouldn't you say, my lady? We only sell quality goods. How about something to take home?
My, these are really lovely. But I don't have any money on me, since I've been separated from my maid. Excuse me, might you be willing to pay for this for me? Well, I have a feeling you'll be sympathetic to my circumstances if I explain myself to you.
My lady, this area isn't exactly dangerous, but I don't advise walking alone. It'd be best to rely on him for help. He's a renowned warrior in these parts.
Oh, is that right? Then it seems my impression was not mistaken. Would you be so kind as to escort me then? I promise to give you a reward once I'm home safely. I'm grateful for your help. Now, let's set off. I'm truly grateful for you today. That was my first time fully exploring the town. A little, but I'm fine. There were just so many things to be amazed by. I am so very glad that I snuck out of our residence. To tell the truth, I lied about being separated from my maid. I am from a widely respected family that has held high office in the county for generations. I was raised to be elegant and cultured, that I may be worthy of marrying a man from the prestigious Yuan family. I am much like a bird trapped in a cage. I have been given wings that are beautifully adorned, but they are not for me to take flight into the world with. The land is vast, with so much to see and so much to adore. And yet, when I marry into the Yuan family, I will be in another cage, only more lavish than the one I am in now. That is why I wanted to fly with my own wings before that happens. I suppose I ended up deceiving you. For that, I am sorry. I am grateful for your kindness. Today was special, as I could experience what lies beyond our residence. There were so many new things I was able to do with you. I will treasure them for the rest of my life.
Lady Jen, I'm glad to see you safe.
Well, I'm not sure safe is the word I would use to describe the current situation. Perhaps it would have been better if I had fallen in battle. Yet, I have survived and surrendered to our enemy. Or rather, Lord Cao Cao ensured my survival so that he might use me as a tool to bring the Yuan troops to heel.
Be that as it may, I'm certain the Yuan clan is glad for your survival. The flower that blooms in adversity is all the more beautiful. And it is a staggering beauty at that. Enchanting even from afar.
How little you have changed. But you may be right. Perhaps they're glad I'm still...
Lady Jen.
We have little choice but to accept our fate in these troubled times. But I would like a little more time to come to terms with my own fate. To bloom in adversity, we must first survive. That is my mission now. Well, look who it is. It's quite the coincidence. Like you, I have come to join Lord Cao Cao's forces. From one birdcage to another. But enough of that. We should take joy in our reunion. Do forgive the sudden question, but what kind of person is Lord Cao Cao? Forgive me. I don't mean to trouble you. I was merely looking for advice. I should have died in the last battle, but Lord Cao Cao allowed me to live. What could that possibly mean? I am certain that my next step forward will reveal itself as soon as I find the answer. But where should that step lead me? That is something I must find out for myself. You there? You seem like a capable person. Would you be willing to escort me? Indeed. Now I'm as free as a bird. However, the world can be a dangerous place for a lone dove. Please don't think less of me for it. I just wanted to spend more time with you. Like last time. To have this opportunity once more is almost a miracle. After the Battle of Ye, everyone thought I would perish along with the Yuan family. That's what was expected of me. But a hand reached out, and I took it. For I knew the world is vast, and I wanted to keep on living, however shameful that may be. When we met before, I was still a sheltered girl, and yet you went along with my whims. I had been living in such a small world. My encounter with you was what gave me the opportunity to reconsider my life. Oh, you're as sweet as always. May I take advantage of that and ask you a favor? I would like you to keep our acquaintance a secret. I chose to live. That means I must continue to fight alongside the Cao clan. Some may attempt to decry our companionship as inappropriate. I do not wish to see you harassed because of me, so please. I knew you would. Let us keep this friendship a secret between just us. I will become a flower blossoming in the open, and you will become a renowned general. And away from the public eye, we will be there for each other to offer support, and a shoulder to rest upon when needed. Friendship, let us call it that. For now, at least. Thank you. It was an incredibly valuable experience to be able to see such a precious item. As it happens, I was requested to provide something similar. Alas, no one makes them anymore. But now that I've had a chance to see it up close, I just might be able to recreate it. It should be quite a gratifying task. Many hold my artistic taste in high regard. If this goes well, I'm sure that many among the upper class will take note. What compelled me to sneak out of my residence, and then the castle, was a desire to broaden my horizons. But now I'm thinking, why not flourish where I already am, and cause the world around me to expand instead? It's something I've considered deeply for some time. Do you think that's arrogant? Coming from you, those words wash away all my doubts. I wish I could lean on your shoulder and close my eyes. Could we go and have a look at the market? In secret, of course, so that we can see how the common folk behave naturally. In fact, I insist that we go. Oh, don't you know that the trends change suddenly? And so too does a woman's heart. Our companionship shall become an open secret. Until now, we have merely been friends. Please, let us change that.